Welcome back to the Blueprint. It's your boy Mohammed Imam, aka MIVisuals. Last week, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier series started, and in today's episode, I'm gonna be doing a video showing you how I made this minimal Marvel poster design, and I'll be showing you guys how to make it very quick, very easy. So stay tuned, and let's roll the intro for now. The Blueprint. So the new series is out. I watched the first episode. It was an interesting one. The action was really good for me. The action sequences when he's flying are amazing. But yeah, there was a funny scene where there was like this fake Captain America, and I was like, yo, I swear that's Casey Neistat. I swear that's Casey Neistat. But yeah, Captain America is meant to be like getting replaced by the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So we'll see how it comes along in the coming episodes. The new one's out today. But yeah, in today's video, I'm gonna be showing you guys how to make a minimal poster design. Let's just get right into it. Okay, so as you can see here, here's the here's the poster that I made. You can see there's the Captain America kind of shield in the background with the logo of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier there in the foreground, and obviously the two main characters being Sam and Bucky Barnes, Winter Soldier and the Falcon, obviously. And yeah, they're kind of facing off against each other in a classic superhero movie poster kind of style. So it's usually some kind of action happening or some kind of tension, and yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how that all comes about, because the tension there is between them like picking up the mantle of Captain America basically. So yeah, we'll see how that goes, and yeah, but for now I'm going to be breaking it down and showing you exactly what you need. Okay, so I use Photoshop, but you can use other apps. You can use Canva even for this such a minimal design. You can use Canva app. You can use the Canva free web app, and if you just combine that with a bunch of different other applications, for example, free background removers, which are very accessible these days, you can easily cut out the characters and kind of collage them in an interesting way. So I'll put up the actual poster dimensions up, and then I'll show you guys the different layers. Okay, so here's the actual poster that I made on Photoshop, and there's different layers here on the side, as you can see. And yeah, so I'm gonna break it down and show you exactly how I made it. So this is a pretty minimal poster design. There's two characters, a bunch of stars and circles, all with some kind of shadows, a logo, and a bunch of textures. So you can see here that there's that texture there. So like that texture is just like a grunge texture effect, which adds a bit of depth into the photo. So it's not just a flat image. I'll show you what it looks like if it's just a flat image. So I'll just quickly do that. So there you go. You can see most of the texture is gone, and look how it looks now all of a sudden. And then that's the texture gone from the start, and just look how flat that looks. And there's like no depth. And I also added a gradient mapped, like a red color gradient map. That's like a gradient that adds a whole lot of depth and brings the whole thing together, because red is a color of like tension, obviously aggression, danger, whatever you want to call it, conflict, for example. Red is that kind of color. So when I take that away, just look at how it looks without the colors, and that's just the natural characters cut out. So when I add that gradient effect, look what happens. So yeah, that's that. There's the breakdown. That's what you need. You need these assets. The first thing I do when I'm designing something new is I go and find inspiration. So I created a whole folder, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, as you can see, and then I got all this different inspiration and different posters that I could find from other people. And I thought about how they made them. You can see most of them have like a centered logo. I thought about how like the actual style. You can see here there's a flag in the background, Falcon holding the Captain America shield. Here there's the baddies, and then Captain America, like a little figure there, which is kind of like I'm there, and like you guys need to do something about it, which is interesting. And then the two characters there, obviously. So there's a lot of interesting things that you can see. Another example here. Falcon there in the middle of a star. Obviously, you know what the star's about. America, the patriotic flag. And you can see here another picture where they look like they're in a battle, and the shield is behind them again. So it's kind of similar to the concept that I picked up on. So I used all those elements, and I kind of tried to combine them with a very basic minimal design here. So the things you need these assets. So I had to dig around for a long time. Eventually I found this picture here, which I was able to use to cut out the pictures, which I was able to use to cut out the figures, which are here, like I showed you before. Here's the gradient map. I removed the gradient map, and then they are right there. So that's basically what I got from this picture right here. I cut them out and put them in. So I'll maybe create another tutorial about how to cut these people out, how to cut characters out from backgrounds, and how to change skies, for example, sky replacements. And yeah, we'll do that in the near future, but for now, let's just focus on this. Okay, so first, let's just focus on the actual background. I always lay down a background first with a bit of texture, just to have something, have a canvas, a fresh canvas that you can manipulate and do whatever you want with. So I just basically got this basic grunge texture of Google Images. Just go on Google and just type in grunge texture and you find it. It's not very high resolution, so usually posters are pretty big. I'll put the dimensions up again, but so usually you need some kind of texture that's very high resolution when you have a larger size poster. And then yeah, all I did was overlay a red layer on top of it using multiply layer effect. And then yeah, after there you go, that's your layer and that's our background sorted. So we'll lock that in. And the next thing I did was add a bunch of circles, sorry. So it's very simple to make a circle. On the Photoshop app, you can just go to the ellipse tool here, stick a circle in, hold Shift and Alt, and then you can make a circle that way. See, there you go, I made a black circle. As you can see, I can change it to whatever color I want, or change the stroke to whatever color I want, for example. And that's how you make a circle. But yeah, we'll be doing more of those kind of basic things in the near future. But yeah, and then I did a bunch of circles, changed the colors around a bit, made them all blue, and I added a shadow effect. And then the next thing I done was add the star itself. So I got 2 stars, I think. Oh yeah, there's your star, and then all I did was add a shadow effect and a grunge layer as well. So every single layer here has a grunge layer attached as well. And then the last thing I did was add the actual characters. I cut them out, and there you go, they're right there. And then I added the gradient effect, which added that kind of red blood glow. You have the background there, the circles, the stars, the characters, and the gradient map. And then I added the logo. So the logo is a bit difficult to find and cut out, but yeah, there you are. It's pretty easy to just go on Google, find whatever like kind of logo you want, but you also want to make sure the colors are good, make sure that like they're vibrant. So I added a vibrancy layer, make sure that you put them in a right place. So I felt like the composition was good to just put them right there in the middle. So yeah, that's where I put the layer, and that's it pretty much. Very simple, very minimal. So hopefully that's something you guys can go and think about. Like, this looks pretty professional in my opinion anyway. In future, what I would probably change is make it a bit more bright, but I'm not gonna do that for now. I'll probably make the background a bit more bright because the red on the characters is very bright. And then yeah, we could even do that now, for example. So if I was to add a new layer, call it maybe vibrance, and that will just be on the background, and saturation. There you go. See how much more vibrant and saturated it is now? I'll probably stick with that, but I kind of like the dulled out tones as well, so I'll lower that a bit. But that's a very easy way of adding vibrance and color. But yeah, that's the poster. Very simple, very minimal. You can make it on Canva if you want. You can make it on GIMP or any other free software. All you need is a couple of layers, a couple of stars and circles, some characters that are cut out, and the logo, and that's it pretty much. So yeah, very simple, very minimal, and very easy to do. So I hope you enjoyed that. That's been your boy Mohammed Imam, aka MIVisuals, back with another video. So I'm gonna be doing a new series for Photoshop. So it'll be called the Introduction to Photoshop. It'll be a free course that will be available here on the YouTube channel. So hopefully if you enjoyed this video, I'll be showing you a lot more detail in the future, and be showing you exactly how you can use all these different tools to make a composition come together. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, please leave a like, leave a comment, let us know what you think, and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, stay safe, stay creative, and we'll see you in the next video.